All right, let's get right into it. If you've ever had that heavy, cloudy, just laggy feeling in your head, then this is for you. We're going to cover a biological cheat code to pretty much instantly delete brain fog and get your clarity back, and you don't have to overhaul your entire life to do it.
And this, right here, is maybe the most important thing to understand. That feeling isn't a personal failure. It's got nothing to do with discipline. Just think of it like this. Your brain's cognitive RAM is just completely full. It's overloaded. So today, we're going to learn how to clear that cache.
Okay, so first, let's just bust the biggest lie about brain fog. Most of us, right? We think it's a sign we just didn't sleep enough or that we need another cup of coffee. But the truth is, the real cause is something else entirely. And get this, it's actually a protective mechanism. It's your brain trying to help you.
So what's actually going on in there? Well, brain fog is your nervous system basically slamming on the brakes. It's putting you into a kind of low-power mode to survive the constant storm of information we all deal with. It's not you being broken. It's your brain doing its job to stop a total system crash.
Now, to really get this protective glitch, we need to talk about a hidden cost, a price that our brains are paying all day long, especially in our digital lives. It's called the context switch tax.
You know, what's so great about this idea is that it finally gives a name to that feeling of exhaustion. Every single time you jump from an email to a spreadsheet, or even just check a notification, your brain pays this tax. It literally has to shut down one whole set of neural pathways and then fire up a totally different one. And that process just drains your mental energy and overloads your brain's command center.
And this breaks it down perfectly. Your brain really has two states it can be in. On the left, you've got the stuff that causes the problem. You know, the endless notifications, multiple screens, constantly switching what you're doing. It's sensory chaos. And on the right, that's the solution, creating what are called low-input zones, focusing on just one thing, and this is a big one, finishing patterns. That's how you restore clarity.
So if you don't need more caffeine, what do you need? You need biological off switches. So that's what we're jumping into now. 4 simple, science-backed techniques you can use like right now to clear that mental cache and hit reboot.
Here's our roadmap. We've got visual fasting, something called the physiological sigh, closing open loops, and finally, the simple power of hydrating and moving. Let's start with the first one.
Okay, this one might sound way too simple, but it is so incredibly effective. Instead of staring harder at your screen, you do the complete opposite. You give your brain a low input zone. Just look away, stare at a blank wall, or look out a window at something far away. Doing this lets your brain's working memory clear out and gives your dopamine system a chance to recalibrate. It's a zero-effort way to get your attention back.
All right, technique 2 is an interactive one, so let's do it together. Here's why it works. Your brain uses about 20% of your body's oxygen, and when we're stressed, our breathing gets shallow, which just tanks our focus. The physiological sigh is the fastest way to fix this. So, right now, take a slow inhale through your nose, and then right at the top, take one more little sip of air.
And now a long, slow exhale out through your mouth. What you just did was rapidly offload a bunch of carbon dioxide. That one breath sends an immediate signal to your brain that says, hey, we're safe. It shifts you out of stress mode and basically hits the refresh button on your focus. Do that just a couple of times and you get this clean, alert energy almost instantly.
The third off switch is all about closing open loops. You see, brain fog thrives on unfinished business. Every unanswered text, every half-done project, every decision you keep putting off, it just adds to the background noise in your mind. And your brain hates that uncertainty. So the trick is to pick one ridiculously small, easy thing and just finish it. Reply to that one email. Make that one simple decision. The moment you do, you get a little hit of dopamine, which is basically your brain's fuel for motivational momentum.
And finally, number 4, the hardware. Your brain interprets dehydration as a real survival threat, which causes stress hormones to spike and just kills your clarity. So step 1, drink a glass of water. Step 2, move for just 2 minutes. Stand up, roll your shoulders, take a quick walk. This simple act sends a powerful message to your brain. We are awake and alive. It increases blood flow and oxygen, pulling you right out of that foggy, low-power mode.
So this brings up a really important question. We know we need to close those open loops, but why does it sometimes feel impossible to do? Well, that brings us to our final section, the perfectionism connection. There's a deeper psychological reason some of those cognitive tabs stay so stubbornly open.
Yeah, Why do we procrastinate on that email or avoid finishing that project, even when we know it's causing us stress? It turns out the answer often comes down to perfectionism.
And let's be really clear about what perfectionism is. It's not about having high standards. It's actually a defense mechanism. Deep down, your brain can connect being imperfect with the threat of social judgment. And to your biology, being judged can feel like a survival threat. So it just feels safer to not finish the task at all. That's why those loops stay open.
Okay, so let's bring this all together. The biggest takeaway here is to stop treating brain fog like a personal flaw you need to power through. It's not a weakness, it's a biological signal. And now you have the tools to respond to it.
I mean, this really says it all perfectly. Brain fog isn't some permanent state you're just stuck in. It is simply your brain asking for a moment, a second to breathe, a chance to clear its working memory, an opportunity to just close a few tabs.
So I'll leave you with this. You now have 4 simple biological off switches you can use anytime, anywhere. You can reboot your system in just a few minutes. The only question left is, which one of those cognitive tabs are you going to close first?